That's what they're gonna eat right there, watch.
That is a good fly. Got him. I saw him roll too. All right, Gavin is yelling at me. He seemed a little skeptical, but on his very first cast, tarpon came up and ate his fly.
He was down there putting on a new fly, 100 yards down. I'm like, I got the nicer one.
Yeah.
Beautiful tarpon.
There's 3, but one of them is super long. Last week, Gavin and I linked up and went chameleon hunting with Caleb. Caleb loves catching lizards. He caught an agama like 3 weeks ago. So check out this little clip. And Caleb had a blast. He still keeps asking me every day when we could go back, when we could go back. Right before we started chameleon hunting, we got there a little bit early, and I decided, let me check on one of my tarpon spots that happened to be nearby. And I lost a few, but I did manage to catch one little one. I don't know if you can see this, probably not. It's pretty dark out here. But anyway, we're gonna keep fishing. We're gonna hop in the truck and drive down and see if we can find culvert or spillway or anything of that nature. Usually like 3 or 4 of them together. So I got that e-bike to just ride along these. It's actually pretty funny. As we pulled up, Gavin is telling me that he's fished here a few times and has never caught anything and didn't really know if there would be tarpon here. And I guaranteed him that I've caught tarpon here in the past, and he seemed a little skeptical, but on his very first cast, tarpon came up and ate his fly, but he wasn't ready for it. So it ended up spitting the hook. Within 4 minutes later, I ended up seeing a fish roll, drop the fly in him. Got him. I saw him roll too. I saw him roll and dropped it right on his head. He's got his eyes like, yeah, it might be the same one. He's bleeding on his eye. Oh, he just swiped it. Significantly larger tarpon than the one I caught. He swung and a miss. Oh. Ooh. Just spoon fed that pipe. Looks like I may have snagged a leaf or something though. So I got that off. Let's see. Oh, there goes the roller. There's a little tiny tarpon rolling. I just seen one come out of a pipe. There goes the tarpon roll. Oh, there goes the tarpon eat. Again, another little guy. That may have been the one that I saw come out of a pipe, to be honest with you. About the same size. But there's a big one because I had one big, at least, I don't know, 7, 8, 10-pound flash, the fly. There goes another little tiny tarpon. There was another little tiny roller. Another little roller. Another little roller. Little babies. There's a bunch over here. You heard me? I don't think you can hear me. Oh. Dude, he broke me off. Took my fly. Dude, I've jumped so many in here. There's a big one in here too. I had like a 10-pounder eat it. Dude, there's a whole school if you want to catch one right here. There you go. Dude, there's literally a school of them right in front of that pipe, and there was a big one, like a 10-pounder that swiped my fly.
I'm foul, that's what I was.
He said big, that's about what I throw.
Really?
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, it is a little long.
It's a little big. Yeah, whatever, that one liked it.
All right, so I walked up to that culvert. Sure enough, first cast, had like about an 8 to 10-pounder, swipe and flash on the fly. Missed it, kept putting the cast in there, jumped a couple more. Somehow, I just got popped off by one. I guess I didn't check my knot after catching the other one, who kind of like, you know, got in there deep, must have frayed it up just enough to break off easily. But all right, Gavin is yelling at me that he's got a nice one.
He was down there putting on a new fly, 100 yards down. I'm like, I got the nicer one. Beautiful tarpon. Oh, okay, girl, I'm sorry. Nice.
Yes, that's got to be the one that had flashed on my fly.
Yeah. Look at his eye. Look at that eyeball. Have you ever seen anything like that? Looks like he's blind in that one eye.
Yeah, actually the one I caught before was like that too. That means he's probably been hooked in the eye. Got it.
Got it? Sweet.
Oh, he just started
man,
bleeding.
I wish you were there to film it, dude.
Right, there's so many of them. Even when I was walking up, I saw more of them rolling. And again,
nice
there's
fish.
even bigger ones than that too.
Dude, I'm so stoked. Thank you, man. Oh, fly just barely came out. Oh. Nice.
Heck yeah,
My
dude.
girl, she's bleeding a little bit, but she should be all right. Baby, what do you say?
Sayonara. Oh.
Come on. Come on, I've kept you in the water the whole time. Oh, there she is.
About to hit your rod tip.
Nice. Phew. Sick, dude. Uh-oh, I lost my crock.
He tried to tell me there was no fish at this one spot.
Now I'm all muddy and yeah, he's right about that.
If you don't follow Gavin's channel, make sure you do. What is it, at Gavin Ross?
Gavin Ross, yes sir.
Gavin Ross, I'm sure you've seen this guy blowing up some of the spots. I told you, some pretty good, some pretty big tarpon and stuff. But this guy catches fish.
That's what they're gonna eat right there, watch.
That is a good fly. Gavin is the wild man.
That's what they say.
Snake hunting, is it hunting? What do you call it? Snake catching?
Herping.
What?
Herping.
Herping?
That's the technological term for it, is herping.
Is it snake herping or just herping?
Herping is like the hunt for everything, amphibians, reptiles. I don't call it herping, I call it snaking. Because I really just look for snakes, mostly. So.
What is that rumble?
What is that?
Is that thunder? He's like the wild man, always up to something with some snakes or other reptiles. When he came down to fish with me in Miami, he was like chasing down the iguanas, and I'm like, yeah, forget the iguanas, just catch some fish. And he's like, this is awesome.
Yeah, because we don't have iguanas here, man. I was tossing into a canal, and he's like, what are you doing? I was casting into the grass, and next thing you know, I'm tight on an iguana. Jumped me into the canal, and pulling on it like a fish. He's like, this guy.
That's not a peacock bass.
Not the targeted species, but we'll take them.
An invasive nonetheless.
Sight casted. Hey, if you saw me from the freeway, we'd have thought I was on a big fish, man. Thing was swimming like Godzilla through the canal.
And they're the same colors as peacock bass.
Yeah, right.
We got a storm approaching, so we're gonna head on out of here. But make sure you check out this video to see how to tie the fly that I've been using and throwing to get these tarpon to eat. Let's go. Oh, you see him? You see him? He's on. Dude, that fish just tracked it the whole way, nipping the tail of the fly. The thing is, the hook is so little on this fly. Like, normally I tie the same size fly with a much bigger hook, so when they get the tail, they get hooked. You know what I'm saying?